What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another epicseven speculation video of what's to come here on For Misery Gaming. And today, guys, we are hopping in, so you guys can see we got Luna pulled up on the screen to figure out if she finally is going to drop this week as the long-anticipated time-limited character that we all have been waiting for a long time, or if it's going to be something else. So we're going to go over what the options are, what we could possibly see, and all that good stuff today. So if you guys are new to the channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, like and comment in the video, whether you guys think I'm right, wrong, or if you have a completely different notion of what you feel the new character will be this week, and what we could see in the patch notes coming tomorrow at around 6 to 7. Obviously, we probably will know most of the information tomorrow morning. Usually we hear about it pretty early between somewhere, it's usually when I wake up. I wake up at around 6:30, 7 a.m. So I'm probably going to have it as one of the later people, but very, very cool. Let's hop into it, guys. So anyway, Luna has been speculated to come for so long in the game. She was released literally like 2 weeks before the global version came out, and she was a time-limited character, so she was not introduced with the regular pool of units, obviously, on the global and Asia server. So only the Korean server guys, who are basically 3 months ahead in the game, have access to her. And not everyone even has her because she was time limited, and she's not in their regular pool either. But at this point, she's been kind of like a meme of like why everyone wants her, stuff like that. Now there's speculation going on around because we just had the lunar cycle. You guys know, like the big moon in the sky, that was something that happened. I believe that was like Sunday or Saturday night, for us at least over in the States. And then, if you guys see on the top part of my screen right there, you guys will see that this is the actual icon, I believe, for Thailand, if I'm not sure. It's definitely not for the States. You know, when I went to the App Store, it definitely did not have the icon of Luna, but that is a very, very big thing, that is from the Thailand store, I believe, that Luna is the main icon. And generally, in gacha games, when you guys see a new character become the icon, that means that character is coming out on a banner or an event, something like that. Like Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle obviously has done that in the past for like Gogeta, Vegito, things like that. Damachi Memori Freeze even did that as well for some of their new anniversary characters when they had their anniversary. So it is a good possibility, a very good possibility. We could receive Luna tomorrow, which I'm very waiting and eager to summon. I've been saving so many Sky Stones and bookmarks for her, so I really want to go for her because I really want to focus on really getting those time-limited 5 stars since they are a guarantee, and hopefully we do get the same treatment as well for like we did for DN. So we'll have to see on that. But anyway, so she is one very good possibility. If you guys have not really looked into her, as far as her specialty goes, we know we can use this to kind of see kind of in the future of like what could possibly come to the game. Now, none of these characters are anything really of speculation. They haven't had side stories in the game or anything like that to why Luna could be coming. It's just, you know, it's just been an ongoing thing of like, we did get the Cirilla event, which was an event that was next to the Luna banner. They were in, you know, Unity. They came out at the same time, I believe, in the Korea server, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know in the comment section down below. But I believe they were released at the same time, where we had the Korea server had the Luna banner and the Cirilla challenge. We got the Cirilla challenge, what was that, like around New Year's or Christmas, something like that. And we did not get the Luna banner, which we all were thinking Luna was going to be New Year's because we got, what was it, Kairon for Christmas, around Christmas time, and then we hopped into Bologna. So, or I'm sorry, we got Kisei, because Kisei was the New Year's Eve event. So we got Kisei and her banner and her side story, and then we hopped into Bologna, you know, last week, 2 weeks ago time frame. So, you know, Cecilia's already come and gone. Yufine's a regular character. Rose is a regular character. Numas is a regular character. Unless they release, like, Moonlight versions of them to why it would make sense to drop Luna then at that point. That could happen. Some people are speculating Luna could be a mystery summon character, which would completely screw over the Asia and global servers. I don't think Smilegate would do that because that would be severe unfair treatment because of how limited those mystery bookmarks are going to be. So I don't think they would do that to screw over the player base that badly because she is a very sought after character of her utility of being a DPS and armor breaker in one package. So if we go to her skills, you guys will see here, she randomly attacks anywhere, stabs random number of times and skill cooldown decreases by 1 to 3 turns, and damage dealt increases according to the number of attacks. So you get skill cooldowns up to 1 to 3. So that's a guarantee. I would assume that's a guarantee of 1. I've never tested her, so I don't know for sure. But it seems that depending on how many times you attack, that's kind of how you would think you would get that many cooldowns, which is really awesome. And then she has a passive increases attack and crit chance by 20% if the caster's health is more than 50%, or increases the defense and decreases chance of suffering a critical by 20% if the caster's health is less than. So she always works out in your favor pretty much, because if you're near death, she's going to help protect you more. And then if you're, very, very healthy and looking to deal out damage, she's going to increase your damage potential. So that's why she's really, really good. Her upgrades on that are pretty good as well for a passive upgrade, which is to give you an overall, what is that, like an increase of like 10% in stats, which is pretty awesome. So you would go up to a 30% on both crit and attack and defense and lower crit chance. And then this is a 10 turn, which doesn't get a cooldown through skill ups, but it's because of her first skill could potentially get you 3 turn cooldown every time she attacks. So that's why she's pretty awesome, I would say, is because you get the cooldowns pretty often. So, every 2 turns you could potentially get 6 cooldowns. So, hopefully it'll work out to every 3 to 4 turns you're able to go into her ultimate, which does an 80% chance to decrease defense for 2 turns. And from what I've heard, her damage output is pretty insane, and she does have that passive, so increases the attack. And I believe this just continuously goes up, because it just says increases attack and crit hit chance by 20%. So I'm pretty sure that your stats just continuously go up. So, because it doesn't say at a 50% cap like Lorina's does. So her passive is just pretty nutty, actually, because it's just a continuous stack. So you really want to give her a lot of speed, I would think. I've heard you want to build her on lifesteal as well, or you can build her on attack, but I think speed would be a pretty cool way to go about her, because you'd be able to basically increase her stats and all that good stuff. But let's not talk too much about her, because we've kind of gone over her in the past. So what is the other characters we could possibly see? So let's go into Bellona, actually, because that's going to kind of give you an insight, guys, of what we could potentially see, since she was the new unit. And so we go to Bellona, and then we go to Specialty. You guys will see here, obviously, the character that we're thinking that could be the other option is going to be Lidica. Now, a lot of people are really going more on Lidica. People are saying it's like a 60 to 80% chance we're going to see Lidica, simply because she was released in the side story, and of how the trend has been going for epicseven of releasing new characters. Whatever character that is new, that has not been released yet, that goes into a specialty tree that you guys see here, generally has been the one that came out. So if we go all the way back to Kayron, now Kisei was out of this loop. She actually doesn't have any characters that are new with her. But if we go to Kayron real fast, you guys will see that in the specialty we have DN. DN was right before Kayron, and so that was how Kayron's, or I think it was like, DN specialty, I think it was when we had Kayron, right? So if we go to DN, I guess I had that mixed up, right? Rip me. So we go to DN, and then we go to her specialty. Yeah, so you'll see Kayron right there. So you saw Spectre Tenebria, you see Angelica, you see Nigel. And Nigel's been in a lot of them. You see Bask, you see Gunther, you see Crow, and then you see Kayron. And then Kayron was released shortly after that. And then when we hopped, obviously now we're hopping into Bellona. And then Bellona, you guys saw, had our girl Lidica. At least I assume was a girl. Don't flame me if she's a trapper, he's a trapper, whatever. So you never can truly tell. So let's go back over to Bellona and get back into her tab real fast. So anyway, so Lidica could be another big option. Also, there was spoiled. Also, we saw there's been some scans of some new characters, and Lidica was in there as well. So if I find that resource, I'm gonna look for that before I post this video and see if I can find the website where that came from, and that way you guys can kind of hunt that down as well. But two very big things of spoils of what we could potentially see, guys. So these are the two top characters I would say we have a good chance of seeing. Now, I don't see any other characters that they get. I don't think they would go into just a straight rate-up banner. I think we're going to get a new character. Now, it could just be a old rate-up banner for another unit, but they have not done that in such a long time. I believe that's been since, what, like, Vildred? Like, I don't think we've had a regular rate-up of a character that we've had in the pool in a long time. Like, Crow was supposedly supposed to come a long, long time ago, and then Ken was rumored to come way long. We were supposed to get Ken instead of Bologna this last 2 weeks or whatever, and that didn't happen either, which was a high possibility, we all thought, because of... That's what happened with Vildred. Vildred came out when he had a buff happen to him, and Ken has had 2 buffs, and he did not get a rate-up banner, but... The disguised rate-up banner, a lot of people were pulling Ken randomly on the Bologna banner, but that's neither here nor there, as we're talking about purely speculation of what we can expect to come for next week. Now, the other thing we guys could expect to see could be possibly the Hazel specialty change. I would say if we do not get it in this week's patch notes, we will for sure get it by next week's patch notes, which I actually will not be here to cover those because I will actually be on vacation. So, I apologize that I won't be able to bring you guys that kind of news content. But I will be in Cancun, unfortunately. Hashtag not unfortunately. So we could probably expect to see Hazel either tomorrow or the following Wednesday to be released into the game with her specialty change. A lot of people are saying she's going to be extremely OP. We will have to see. I'm not saying my notion here or there. I think she'll be good regardless because she's still pretty decent even right now. So, expect to see that. Obviously, Guild Wars, we are supposed to get first week of February, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So, that's only like 2 weeks away as well. So, I may actually miss the first week of Guild Wars because I'll be on vacation or I won't be able to actually do content on it as far as the channel goes. But expect to see that as well. My main thing, what I want in this patch, open our freaking treasure chest on auto AI. You guys talked about that from like the release of the game practically, like in the first bit of feedback we got. So if I could have anything happen tomorrow, it would be auto opens our treasure chest, hits our shrines, all that juicy stuff, hits our goblin gates, does all that stuff. That way we don't have to really pay attention while we're autoing because it's a pain in the butt when we're multitasking. And, you know, when we're auto farming, you know, do our freaking chest, man. Come on, Smilegate. Do this one thing for me and I'll be so happy. But anyway, guys, hope you guys all enjoyed today's prediction video today for the next banner and the new content coming up for tomorrow. So if you guys did enjoy today's video, don't forget to drop a like, comment down below what you guys think, if I'm right, wrong, you know, whatever. If you guys feel something's coming that I completely didn't even talk about today, drop that in the comment section as well. Subscribe, hit that bell icon if you guys are new. And until then, guys, this is Fort Misery Gaming. Hope you guys all enjoyed today's Epic 7 video, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.